The 2024 Namibia Oil and Gas Conference, scheduled to take place from August 20 to 22nd in Windhoek, aims to promote dialogue and collaboration amongst industry stakeholders. With over 70 speakers, the event will address important topics such as local content, infrastructure, and Namibia's role in global markets. This year's theme, The Next Steps Towards a Prosperous Oil and Gas Industry, highlights sustainable development and community upliftment. One notable speaker is Phillippus Balhao, the mayor of Luderitz, a coastal town poised to benefit significantly from the growth of Namibia's oil and gas sector. Phillippus Balhao now joins us in studio to share his thoughts. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Nina.
Thank you so much for being here.
Wonderful. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, exciting times indeed whenever we speak about, our oil and gas sector and the potential that it holds. But from the perspective as the mayor of Luderitz, what are your expectations for the 2024 Oil and Gas Conference?
We're really excited to be there. We attended the conference last year as well and really built up a strong network of experts, from the industry. And we're similarly looking forward to this event where we can engage again, engage also the work that we've done over the last year to see if it speaks to the demand and also the opportunities that we have. So really looking forward to rubbing shoulders with the leaders from the industry.
Fantastic. How do you envision the port of Luderitz in terms of contributing to the development of Namibia's oil and gas industry?
We are massively excited by the opportunity. We're strategically located very close to the oil and gas resources. And then, having an existing port already really has opened up the opportunities to be a logistics hub. So we really could have, added benefit to the oil and gas exploration phases. And with the new phases, again, kicking off now, it's really put Luderitz on the map, given us a lot of exposure and a lot of new opportunities. We've been inundated by investment opportunities. It's been a slog to stay ahead of the curve. So, Luderitz really is strategically placed and we're ready for investment. We're going to capitalize on these opportunities and make the most of it for Namibia and for ourselves.
Fantastic. Speaking on capitalizing on these opportunities, what strategies do you have in place to ensure that the local community, of course, within Luderitz, benefits from the economic opportunities presented by our oil and gas sector?
Well, as a local authority, and that's really where my perspective comes from, we're speaking to these investors to say, listen, let's see how we can get our own stake in the opportunities. So we'll provide the land and that will be sort of our contribution to this joint venture. And that really makes it possible for us to become less reliant on central government funding for infrastructure upgrades,
right,
and all of the work that we need to do. So that's just one example of how we're trying to overcome a lot of these challenges. And then you started off your speech with saying dialogue, and that's really where I think a lot of our key focus goes into is dialogue, speaking with the stakeholders and speaking with the community to find out what it is that they want and to align our plans with it. At the moment our plans are still fortunately very fluid as things are progressing and as they develop. So there's still a lot of time for us to adapt and sort of pivot when we need to. And then obviously we're trying to bring in as much support as we can so that we can upgrade the skills. The human capital is our biggest asset.
Yes.
And it's really important as a mining and fishing town to prepare the people for these new opportunities. So we are always busy with new ventures and new investors, trying to speak to our community, giving them insights into the opportunities that are there so that they can prepare themselves and really benefit from what's on its way.
Yeah. Speaking of being known as a fishing town, what challenges do you perhaps foresee, with integrating the oil and gas industry with the existing economies in Luderitz, such as, fishing as well as tourism?
I think it's really important that these things can coincide. They need to exist together in harmony. Yes, Luderitz is a little small for now, and that's one of the things that we're really working hard on is to expand our townlands, and that will make it possible for us to accommodate many more sectors and industries. But yes, it's really part of our plan to make sure that all of the existing industries that has kept Luderitz afloat will be protected and looked after. We really believe, and so do I, that they can coexist, and that's really the importance of it. But yes, with the small town and the challenges for, you know, when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to bulk services, it is a little challenging, and that's what makes it such an exciting opportunity to be working on all of this. So yeah, I think we're doing good work, and I keep saying this, that we are a very small core team that are working on this 50-year plan, and it's really exciting to be part of it, and I think we're doing a good job.
Just lastly, how can, you know, this conference that will be starting tomorrow facilitate partnerships between the Town Council of Luderitz and the oil and gas companies to, you know, drive sustainable development within the region?
Well, my phone has already been ringing off the hook. So, you know, this is just where you get everybody under one roof, right? And really gives you an opportunity to have these side meetings where we can deliberate and sort of share the challenges that we currently face. And I think our challenges are just amazing opportunities to the private sector. So, that, you know, this dialogue once again is really important, and I think that's what I'm most excited about, is bumping into all of these leaders of the industry again and chatting about the work that we're doing, and to see how we can incorporate them as well, and then obviously learning from their best practices, because as we know, we come into the party a little late as a country, and I think that there's been a lot of mistakes made in the industry globally over the years, and we don't have to repeat those, and it's really because we rely heavily on the best practices of those that are standing head and shoulders above the rest. And we're really fortunate that at events like these we get to see these people face to face. And you don't get platforms like that every day.
Yeah, indeed. You are one of the speakers at this year's oil and gas conference. Just briefly tell us what you'll be touching on.
Well, basically, I'll be chatting a little bit about how to access funds. So, you know, foreign direct investment, and then obviously also how to empower our local stakeholders through joint ventures and triple Ps. And then obviously basically explaining a little bit of the work that we've been doing and what is still needing to be done. So especially when it comes to infrastructure, there's a lot of work that still has to be done in order for us to really accommodate these sectors, because we believe that we can share the pie between Walvis Bay and Luderitz, and it's up to us now to make sure that we have all of these aspects in place so that we can take our little slice.
Fantastic. Well, Mr. Balhao, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and enjoy the next few days.
Wonderful, and thank you so much for a lovely opportunity, and enjoy your evening as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. The Oil and Gas Conference 2024 will be taking place in the capital starting tomorrow until the 22nd of August. We're in conversation with the Mayor of Luderitz, Mr. Phillippus Balhao.